Michelle, thank you for coming and doing this interview. So first of all, tell me, how did you find out about HealthWorks?
Well, I had seen you in a Jonathan Auto video, and I was shocked to see that somebody did this style of chiropractic right in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
I was a little bit familiar with it from Dr. Harshfield. And then I went to the Healing for the Ages conference, and I met you at your booth. I recognized you from the video, and I decided to make my appointment. And I'm very glad I did.
What are some of the things that you came in here for? Like, what brought you in?
So I was in a bad car accident in August of 2013. I was rear-ended at a high rate of speed by a texting driver. And I was pulling a trailer with my truck, and that's probably why I'm still here. She hit me at probably 75 miles an hour is what the speed limit was. And I sustained a bad whiplash injury and a C3, 4, and 5 bulging disc injury.
Yeah.
And it's haunted me ever since. I went from, superwoman, cowgirl rancher, being able to do all my work to in pain all the time, no sleep. And I've battled this until I came to see you last year. So I went from, just kind of miserable, and then depression comes in when you don't sleep at night and you're hurting all the time. Things I do in my lifestyle throw my discs out, and I have massive pain. So my first adjustment with you made a big difference.
What did you experience after your first Atlas adjustment?
The first thing I noticed, I felt great. I felt just a relaxing kind of tingling rush or something through my body. And on my drive home, I have a truck, and bouncing down the road, hitting the bumps, I didn't have any disc pain. The C3 pain, I would get a migraine. It would always enhance it when I hit a bump, and it didn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
I felt level. I really could feel that both of my feet were level on the ground, and I had an injury down the right side of my back from a lift and twist that I tore a bunch of muscle in.
Right.
And that didn't ache and hurt near like it did. So I could tell leveling my body, my left leg, I believe, was longer, according to my x-rays. And I noticed a big difference from that injury. Just a lot of relief from that, and way less disc pain.
Now that you're able to move better, what is that done? Now you're on a ranch, right?
Yes.
So, and things don't stop
No, they don't.
because you're stopping. So tell me, what are we able to do better or more? Because I know you couldn't stop doing what you were doing necessarily, but what are you able to perform better? How do you think, are you enjoying your ranch more? I mean, just give this.
Yes, my quality of life has gone from horrible to great because I didn't want to give up my lifestyle, right? But with that injury, trying to continue, I have not ridden my horses since the accident, other than just maybe a little ride here and there in the pasture. But as far as barrel racing goes, I've not been on a barrel horse since. And I feel like I could actually get on a barrel horse again. So maybe next year, I didn't injure my knee.
Right.
I will try to ride my barrel horses again. And I didn't think I ever would again.
Yeah. I mean, really, with the knee injury you have, getting your spine in the lung, it was so important before you actually got the stem cell work that you're looking at doing
Right.
for your knee. So tell me what you noticed. I mean, you had talk about the serious injury that you had with your knee.
So I fell over a pet gate on a concrete floor, landed on my knee, tore my meniscus, but it's intact. Split the cartilage under my kneecap vertically in half, and I severely bruised the tip of my tibia. So, and I did notice when you leveled me out with my first Atlas adjustment, it did seem to take some stress off my injury to my knee. And then when we did the shockwave therapy here, it made a really big difference with the meniscus and the bruise.
Right.
Huge difference. The cartilage under the kneecap still gives me a lot of trouble, but that's where the stem cell injection will help me.
So we got a combination of things going on, So I'm really glad, because you're not wearing your brace anymore.
Right.
Because I remember when you first started working with me, you had to wear that brace everywhere.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. So now you're not doing that. So that's pretty incredible too.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I definitely feel like a new person. I really do.
You're going to get on the sparrow horse.
I will.
That's fine. That's what I'm hoping for you. So we got some new goals going on here.
And all my daily chores, running equipment, skid loaders, track loaders, would aggravate it. And I'm doing a lot better with that. I do throw it out here and there if I lift something wrong, or sometimes when I sleep wrong, it'll pinch and inflame it a little bit. But when I come in for an adjustment, it makes it better, and it's not as bad as it used to be, nowhere near when I do throw it out.
So it feels probably pretty great that when you do, push it a little bit further, because you got to do what you got to do,
Right.
that there is something that can actually help that's not drugs or surgery.
Right. Because I refused to go that route. When the accident happened, the neurologist sent me to the pain doctor, and then he wanted to put me on pain meds. There was no word of therapy, and I was already in the health field following holistic treatments on things. And
Right.
I said, what about the therapy here? What about some physical therapy to help? There was no reply. And so I just went off on my own, but it took me a long time to find you. But I'm glad I did.
I'm glad you did too.
Because you have changed my life. And I recommend this for anybody, especially somebody that has sustained a neck injury. They need to try this before they do any surgery.
Yeah. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you.
It's huge.
Thank you. My heart is full today.
Yeah, she has really made a difference in my life. Now I can still be a cowgirl, because I was thinking about selling the ranch.
Yeah, I remember you said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, you're a cowgirl, always a cowgirl.
Yeah.
So, all right, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.